Clap your hands if you already knew that quite literally Daddy Daycare was a scheme that Todd set up. I want to be the first person to tell you that Todd Tucker wants them divorce proceedings public because he wants to embarrass Kandi Burruss.
Do you at least see you and Todd being friends after the divorce? Yes. I think after a divorce, I think anybody should be able, hopefully. Don't get me started lying.
Won't that age well?
I hope we get to be friends. Like, that'll be my goal.
Why Kandi has finally pulled on her big girl pants and stepped into the ring because Todd is coming for everything. The kids, her house, child support, and a fat alimony check to bankroll his lifestyle. While Kandi was still believing this divorce could stay respectful and low drama, Todd went public and painted her as an absent mother, demanding permanent custody of the kids and the financial benefits that come with it. Now the lines are drawn. Family members are being forced to choose sides. And once you hear what Kandi's daughter Riley has to say about Todd, it becomes painfully clear why Kandi is done playing nice.
I am up and down. And to be clear, yes, I filed Friday, but this is something that, has been brewing for a while. So all the times you've been seeing me online like, all of that means nothing. I've been going through it, child. I've been going through it. Life has been lifing me. Okay? Got it. Anyway,
Just days ago, Kandi filed an emergency motion, basically putting Todd on notice that his single man vacation era was officially over. In the filing, Kandi alleged that once the divorce went public, Todd checked out completely and started moving like a bachelor with no responsibilities. According to her, he stopped contributing altogether, no school tuition, no extracurriculars, no trips, no medical bills, not even groceries, and honestly, the receipts seem to line up. Todd's social media has been flooded with posts from everywhere except home. Between trips, he'd occasionally drop a photo with the kids, cue the hashtag Daddy Daycare captions. But according to Kandi, those moments are staged. She claims the pictures tell a story that simply isn't real.
What up, y'all? It's Daddy Daycare, and we're heading to school. How's everybody feeling this morning?
Cold.
How you feeling, Ace?
Cold.
Ace said he's cold. Blaze, what you feeling?
Just at the house hanging out.
Blaze, what we doing?
At the house hanging out.
We having fun?
I'm hungry.
You hungry? What, you want a snack?
Yeah.
We going downstairs to get snacks. Let's go.
You can pause that.
You want me to pause it?
All these Dad of the Year posts Todd keeps uploading, they look less like parenting and more like a paper trail. A setup. Something he can drag into court to claim he's carrying the load while Kandi is nowhere to be found. In reality, he reportedly spends a few minutes with the kids, then hands them off to a nanny, but not before snapping enough photos and videos to document the performance, and Kandi isn't taking this lightly. Not only is he allegedly doing nothing substantial for the kids beyond parading them online, but reports are now saying Todd never contributed to the mortgage or household expenses while living in Kandi's home. Which raises a bigger question, was Todd ever really paying for anything at all? Kandi is only speaking up now because Todd is actively trying to brand her as an absent mother. She's claimed that since filing for divorce, he's been working every angle to manipulate the situation, including intentionally interfering with her time with the kids. Back in December, Kandi made it clear the children would spend the holidays with her in New York while she was working on Broadway. Todd initially agreed. But the moment flights were booked and plans were locked in, he suddenly switched up, claiming he wasn't on board and insisting the kids stay with him instead. And that sudden change? That's exactly why Kandi says she had no choice but to speak out.
I wanted to take the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. And, we're in this awkward space right now. So it was like, okay, so I guess we're both taking the kids to Great Wolf Lodge. We're both going. Great. So we did. The kids had a good time, and that's all that matters, right?
Todd already came out swinging in his initial filing, asking for primary physical custody of the kids. His argument? His work schedule is supposedly more stable than Kandi's, giving him more time to be present. So if Kandi had given in and let the kids spend Christmas with him, Todd would have flipped it, painting her as absent and himself as the only parent doing the heavy lifting. That's exactly why Kandi asked the court to step in, lock down a clear schedule, and seal the case to protect the kids. If two adults can't coexist without playing dirty, court intervention makes sense. It also keeps Todd and Kandi from having to deal with each other directly. But Todd wasn't interested in keeping things clean. He pushed back, saying there was no reason to seal the case because he wasn't the one running to blogs or the media, and he claimed he wouldn't be going live about the divorce either. Yes, Kandi has spoken a little, but she stayed vague and focused more on her emotions than details. So why wouldn't Todd want privacy? Unless there's more coming and he wants the public watching. And let's be real, there's a lot that could surface, especially since Kandi has spent years carefully protecting her image as her fame and fortune grew. Now here's where things get real messy. Todd is also asking for custody and final decision-making power over the kids. And then he finally shows his hand. He admits he signed the prenup, but claims he did it without his lawyer present, under intense pressure, just hours before the wedding. That opens the door to arguing he signed under duress, and if that prenup falls, Kandi's Bravo checks, Broadway money, and multi-million-dollar empire could all be up for grabs. Todd isn't just asking for child support. He wants alimony and an equitable split of Kandi's assets, while keeping his own businesses untouched. Chilly, this isn't just ugly. This is downright vicious.
Though, I'm gonna be real with y'all. For y'all women who are bosses and have all of this money and got this extra shit.
Why you say it like that?
No, because I think, I understand the double standard, but I think you also need to understand the man that you're with, the man that you chose and you're allowed to choose you, that you can't be so mine. You know what I mean? You have to open up within reason. I'm not saying going by no niggas, no Bentleys and doing dumb shit, but you gotta invest in y'all and y'all future, and you gotta let your man feel like a man in those scenarios, because with all the money that you have, you can end up by yourself.
Now, we all know Todd and Kandi have been married for years, but moments like this reveal exactly who you're really dealing with. And Kandi's family is feeling it too. Her mother, Mama Joyce, never supported the marriage to Todd. According to people close to the family, she feels both validated and furious that Kandi is now paying the price, and Kandi's daughter, Riley, she's not having it at all. Word is, Riley and Todd never had the strongest bond, and his behavior during this divorce only confirms what she already felt. It's starting to look like open season on her mother. Even worse, Riley had to watch Todd's relationship with his own daughter, knowing he allegedly never fought that hard to show up or support her the way he's doing now. Meanwhile, Kandi's fans are heated. The real issue? Kandi thought Todd would exit quietly. But who a man becomes during a breakup is who he always was. Todd isn't backing down, and Kandi needs to step off the moral high ground and step into the fight. Hopefully, she's finally seeing that what a narcissist says and what he does are two very different things. He'll smile in your face while sharpening the blade behind your back. And as painful as it is, this is the reality she helped create. Todd is playing the game by the rules that were set. If she paid during the marriage, he expects her to keep paying now that it's over. So let me ask you, did you ever see Todd moving like this, or were you just as shocked? Drop your thoughts in the comments, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies!